Did you know using your browser in incognito mode doesn't actually protect your privacy? Take back your privacy with IPVanish VPN. Just one tap and all your data, passwords, communications, browsing history, and more will be instantly protected. IPVanish makes you virtually invisible online. Use IPVanish on all your devices, anytime you go online at home and especially on public Wi-Fi. Get IPVanish now for 70% off a yearly plan with this exclusive offer at ipvanish.com/audio.
This is the JB and Sandy Show on Austin's 80 station, 103.1, streaming on the iHeartRadio app.
Guys, you got to help me out here. I am really, really, really missing something. And that's the emotion attached to the Cracker Barrel changes. I honestly do not understand why people are so insane and why they lost $100 million in value.
Yeah, from a logo change.
I really, really don't get this. And I had a text exchange with one of our listeners about it, and I'll get to it. But Tricia, what's the details about why is everyone so fired up?
Okay, so just a quick reset. Cracker Barrel's been around for 69 years. It's the epitome of old country store, hometown cooking. I think his name is Pastor Herschel was the name of the character in the logo, the old man leaning against the barrel next to the word Cracker Barrel. Uh-huh. Well, in the recent years, they've been losing money because they were afraid that their clientele was too old. People were literally dying.
Right.
So they're trying to market it to a younger crowd. So last week, at the end of the week, they changed the logo. They took Pastor Herschel and the barrel out. It just says Cracker Barrel. And since then, Cracker Barrel has been in a free fall. They lost $100 million. People are furious that they're changing it up and getting rid of that country hometown feel.
Okay, that jives. Go ahead.
Yeah. The part I was going to tell you was that there's a marketing guy. He said the holy grail of marketing is to create a brand that customers gravitate to, that they give a crap about, that they're like, this is the Cracker Barrel and I love it. And so Cracker Barrel had that because it was known for that cozy hometown feeling. And he said, you never, ever, ever change that. If you anything, you double down on it. So instead of going in the opposite direction and making it more modern, and some people say more woke, they needed to go even deeper diving into the old country store feel of Cracker Barrel.
Okay. So what you said kind of tracks with what this conversation I had with the listener. She sent a text when we were talking about it briefly last week, and she says, I've been a longtime customer of Cracker Barrel, decades, and will not be spending my money there with their new changes. And I'm not an old meemaw. And then she said, F the new CEO.
Whoa.
And so I wrote back and I go, really? I guess this is one of those things I just don't understand. Why do the new changes bother people so much? I've never been there, so I'm an outsider on this. And here's what she said. She said, it's the home style, my granny used to cook like this vibe you get there. The changes will just make it just like any other restaurant, same menu. People probably because families have decades of memories made there with family members who aren't there anymore, of buying the smalls something from the shop on the way out, and changing the sign/logo without the barrel and grandpa is just sad. So
yeah,
I had no clue that people were, I'm not this attached to any restaurant, right? I mean, there is not a restaurant or a business in the world that
maybe
I'm
the Green
this
Mesquite.
attached to.
Maybe the Green Mesquite.
Or Dirty's, maybe.
It'd be like if Outback Steakhouse ditched the Australian accent. You'd be like, I don't care.
Right. Give me an onion. Right? I mean,
it's interesting. I've never been to a Cracker Barrel. I will tell you this story being in the headlines. We were looking at the menu the other day. I was like, I think I need to stop in a Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And number two, I would say the media coverage that this has gotten alone. I looked up, it's a new CMO, Sarah Moore or something like that. Mm-hmm. She has gotten $100 million in advertising.
Oh,
yeah.
easy.
Out
just
of this
from the outrage.
Yeah.
Absolutely. When was the last time you saw anything about Cracker Barrel in your social media feed?
She's got a whole new generation or two thinking about it.
Yeah.
You know, I by this point in my life, I should have been in one. I've never been in one. I've never thought about it. I'm compelled to go to one. I think it's a victory for Cracker Barrel. It will bounce back and thrive.
Right now, they're riding the storm out.
Yeah.
They're just riding out the storm, which they probably saw coming. But I don't get the woke side of this. What?
They're making it more modern.
I'm the most anti-woke guy in the world.
Oh, like it's ageism. That's the word. Ageism. Like it's not cool to be older.
Is that what they're saying?
No, I'm just throwing that out.
Yeah.
It's like, but you have to think about the next 3 or 4 decades of a brand. You can't just look at it today.
Right. I mean, it's not like they got Dylan McDermott to be their spokesperson. Mulvaney.
Yeah.
Like Dylan Mulvaney, the chick that did the Bud Light thing.
The rebranding with Bud Light that was a disaster.
That disaster.
It's not like they did that. I understood the backlash on that. My opinion about it, whatever. I understood the backlash. This, I don't get.
They also might be weighing the fact that they know they're going to lose some portion of their older customers. But again, all of this coverage and the word of mouth is going to make the younger generations come in and see what's going on. Might balance it out.
Well, I'm going to throw this out as a really random thing, but I think something that may have influenced this might be the Buc-ee's phenomenon.
What's the connection?
Because you don't. Cracker Barrel's not necessarily your destination for a date night.
But it is for after church.
Yeah.
I think of it as a road trip convenience and familiarity.
And it's an experience.
Right. And so look at what Buc-ee's has done. Like, oh, I love Buc-ee. I want to stop there. I'm going to stop there. If I'm on a road trip and Cracker Barrel has been rebranded and there's something enticing to me and a good place to eat and whatever, they could tap into that more of a destination.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Maybe it's a loose connection, but
I see what you're saying. It's something you're on the road that you're familiar with. You've heard that's good. I'm going to stop there, even though I'll never stop there on a Thursday night in my hometown.
It's oddly similar to Buc-ee's in the fact that it's not just dining; it's shopping too.
Right.
Yeah.
There aren't very many of those.
They also, one of the things that they've changed the interiors of the Cracker Barrels as well. Not just the menu. They added some items, not just the logo. But before you walked in, it was one gigantic room with a bunch of brown, heavy wooden tables, like big round tables with the grandma chairs around them. Like you literally felt like you were sitting at your grandma's table, eating your grandma's food. Yeah. They've redone that and they've put up partitions and booths and stuff like that. I saw a picture of some of the new.
But grandmas aren't like that anymore.
Yeah, true. But I think that's what people are wanting to hold on to.
I know.
All things old are new again. I think it's comfort for them.
Yeah.
But if my daughter, who's 23, is thinking about her grandma, she's not thinking about the old wicker chairs and that feel. It's not like that.
If they wanted to make it feel like grandma's living room in the lobby, is that what you're saying?
No, in the dining area.
Well, if they want to make it like my grandmother's, they'd have to have my grandfather's brass spittoon.
They decorate with spittoons.
Smell.
Yes.
The walls are decorated with all the old time, everything that I think that they decorate Cracker Barrel with, they got from my grandparents' ranch, is what it looks like.
Oh, and if they really wanted to feel like your grandma's place, if you're my generation, you'll get this. Have it be eerily quiet, and all you hear is a clock going. That's all you hear. Throughout the night, you're like, I can't sleep. This clock is so loud.
Every grandma had one.
Oh, they were so freaking loud back then.
This is the JB and Sandy Show on Austin's 80 station, 103.1, streaming on the iHeartRadio app.
Boy, it's good to be the athletic director at the University of Texas. It's real good to be the athletic director. It's a hot seat job, but it's paid off well for Chris Del Conte. If you didn't know this, he got a new contract, and I would say much extended contract, a well-deserved one. My man got paid.
Yeah, he did. Yep.
Got paid. How much?
The extension goes through 2036.
By the way, I'm sorry. He's the athletic director at the University of Texas.
Athletic director goes through 2036, and it's good for $38.8 million.
Wow.
And I'm a little bit confused because that's his base salary. but he also is up for performance bonuses, like a couple of million in performance bonuses. So he's got about 40 million reasons to be happy to stay here.
And he's probably got, use of a private jet.
Oh, I'm sure.
All kinds of things. You know who the happiest person in the world is right now since Chris Del Conte signed that contract?
Who?
The athletic director at Texas A&M. Because those Aggies are going to be like, hell no, they're not going to pay him more than we're paying ours.
Right. They'll just pay him just to prove a point.
Just to prove a point.
Totally true.
The Aggies guy gets paid more?
No, I'm saying the Aggies guy will get paid more.
It's always a one-upsmanship
Gotcha.
between the two. Yeah.
Exactly. So the Aggies are not going to let UT pay their AD more than they paid their
Really?
AD. It's just like when we got the big giant Jumbotron at DKR, and it was the biggest television in the world. Aggie said,
No, sir.
Yeah,
Nope.
They had more seats. We had more. It goes both ways. We had more seats. It's a lot of bragging rights.
Right.
Now, if Chris Del Conte, it's Chris, right? Isn't that his name?
Uh-huh.
Del Conte. With all this new money, can we afford him more than one sport coat? He only has one.
You're right.
Just like McConaughey only has that one
Naugahyde jacket. I think
cheap
that's his
looking
good luck jacket
that he wears for every game. He must be superstitious.
Yeah. Boy, I bet that jacket smells.
So, oh, gross.
I bet it
Oh,
does.
it'll be a 100-degree game.
Yeah.
And McConaughey's wearing that. And maybe it's leather. It looks like Naugahyde. I don't know what it is. It's an old sofa.
Yeah.
But he's wearing it. He's wearing it.
Sofa. I mean, since he came on, he's been there since 2017. Have y'all noticed a big, huge difference? I mean, they have listed all the national championships that Texas has won since Del Conte took over.
Well, how many? 12, 13, something like
15.
that? Yeah.
15.
Some
one in
of
golf.
them were going not because of him. Swimming, not because of
That's
him.
Eddie Reese. That's
Yeah, swimming
golf,
3.
pretty rich history in golf, not because of him.
Mm-hmm.
But he's monetized a lot of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's found ways for the university to make money.
Because that's what they needed most.
Yes.
Right, they were short on that.
They're sitting on how many billions in that fund? Come on.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. So what do they call that?
The Utemco fund? Oh,
is that what
sorry.
yeah. But I mean, there's what the universities have a something. I can't remember what it's.
I always forget what that word is.
Right. It's
like
it's like the money they invest. It's how much money it's a lot.
It's like a trust kind of thing.
A crap ton.
A crap ton is a good way to put it.
Crap
Well,
ton.
we're going to find out. The most important for Chris Del Conte is the University of Texas football team. That's the most important. And we're going to find out if they're any good on Saturday.
Ooh.
I just saw an article that said people are starting to worry that it is going to be an absolute blowout.
Texas is the underdog.
This article said that Texas outperforms Ohio State in all the measured groups.
Really?
That would be amazing because I'm nervous as heck. I'm not going to lie.
Well, that's it. Do us a solid and copy and paste the link to this episode and send it to a friend or two. Thanks for listening.